Imagine walking into a coffee shop and ordering a cappuccino and paying $1 billion. Sounds crazy, right? Well, in 2008, people in Zimbabwe were literally carrying wheelbarrows full of cash just to buy groceries. Why? Because their government kept printing money, and that's the fastest way to make it worthless. So, let's break this down. Economists use something called the quantity theory of money, which basically is a fancy way of saying more money equals higher prices. The formula is very simple. M times V equals P times Y. M is the money supply, V is the velocity, P is the price level, and Y is the real GDP. Now, if we print a ton of money, but the economy isn't producing more stuff, well, what happens? Prices skyrocket, and that's inflation. So, in the 2000s, Zimbabwe's government needed to pay off debt, so instead of raising taxes or borrowing money, they just printed more cash. But as the money supply exploded, prices went insane. One day, a loaf of bread cost 2,000 Zimbabwean dollars. The next week, 10,000. A month later, 1,000,000. Businesses stopped accepting local money, workers were paid daily just to spend their wages before they lost all value, and the government even printed a $100 trillion bill. So, with this hyperinflation, it destroys economies because it erodes savings, your money loses value overnight. It causes menu costs because businesses constantly have to update prices, and it creates a lot of uncertainty, making loans, contracts, and investments almost impossible. But luckily in Canada, inflation is usually stable, around 2% per year. But if central banks print too much, we could end up with price spikes like we saw during COVID-19. So, next time you hear, why can't we just print more money? Remember about Zimbabwe. Printing money doesn't make us richer, it just makes money more worthless.